cannot take this. Like, this is just too much. So I'm
Hey, let this shit run,
On who? On me. My affirmations over real. You on your, you the one. Ain't nobody we the. Hype me up. Hype me up. Hype me up. I hype me up.
good morning. Alright, so I just came on here to just say something because it's just God be doing so much of stuff that it's just like, I feel like if I don't speak up and talk about it, I'm not doing right. So, boom. Probably like, it's been months now. Probably like, 8 months. So 8 months ago, they were like, oh, my son was being so bad. You know, he had a behavior problem and, you know, whatever. He wasn't potty trained. He wasn't nothing. He was 3 years old. He wasn't potty trained. And he had a behavior problem at school. So anyways, make a long story short, one of his teachers was like, I'm gonna get him potty trained. He gonna be potty trained. Don't worry. I'm working with him. I'm trying. Every time he would do something wrong, you know, she would try to, like, you know, not call or try to report it to the daycare, like, so he would get in trouble or, you know, get any points against him or anything like that. So anyways, that was going on. So boom, my baby got potty trained. She got my baby all prepared to the point that it was like, they was like, oh, he's ready to go to preschool. And I was like, my baby not ready to go to no preschool. Like, he's not ready to go to preschool. But anyways, they kind of like pushed my baby into preschool, which mean coming with preschool was he had to change schools. So I'm like, y'all just trying to make him change schools because, he's bad. Y'all don't want to deal with him. Y'all trying to put him off to somebody else. And I was just so frustrated because changing schools came with, he's in a different location than my other kids. So all my kids are at this one location, after school, before school, and daycare. Now y'all saying he gotta go to a whole nother center, which is like 5 minutes away. But it's still an inconvenience if I'm used to dropping off in one location. Then y'all said he gotta wear a uniform. So now I gotta buy a uniform other than what I already was putting on him. Which, okay, I'm cool with uniform because I know every day it's the same thing. I know every week it's the same thing. But so what? That's not the routine that I was already on. You know what I'm saying? So I felt like, why I gotta make this drastic change? And along that time, I think I ended up changing, I think he ended up changing schools before my house had flooded. But another story, another time. So anyways, I changed schools. So when I changed schools, I go in there, and when I had to meet the director and meet the people over there at that school, I was like, this ain't gonna work. This ain't gonna work, God. You know me, and you know how I am, and this ain't gonna work. The lady seemed so rude. She was just like, I knew it wasn't gonna work. Every day she was just snappy. Catty, snappy, it's just snappy. I just like, And I'm not gonna lie, I'm like that. So when those two, you know, the same spirit or whatever is coming into each other, it's hard to deal with. So I'm not mean or nothing, but I'm very stern. So at first I was taking her energy as mean. But now I understand, as the story goes on, time goes on, that she's stern. She's not mean, she's stern. But anyways, back to the matter at hand. So I'm just like, oh my God, I cannot take this. Like, this is just too much. So I'm like, you know, I don't know how this gonna work. Every day she was just like, you know, kind of getting on my nerves. Like I would ask a question and it'd be like a slick talk, and it just always seemed like it'll be an issue. So I was agitated with it every day, like having to deal with it every day. So anyways, fast forward. As time go on, I'm a person that I'm learning in my season that I need to take accountability. So for me, I be trying to like try everything possible before I snap. You know what I'm saying? Because when I snap, I snap. And when your girl snap, I snap. Yeah. So I'm like, let me try to be nice to let me try to say good morning. Let me try to, you know, when I come in there, let me try to be soft to her. Maybe she'll soften up. Let me try to, you know, every morning I get up, I listen to the prayer. I get on the prayer line. You know what I'm saying? I come in there with my phone on the prayer line. Let me hear her, you know, let me let her hear the prayers, or let me, you know, like something. Let me just try to put that energy in the air every time I see her. So I don't gotta snap, you know? So anyways, I do that every day. And it seemed like we had started to like kind of connect a little bit. You know, she still was stern, but we was, you know, communicating. She started to ask me a little bit more about myself, you know, to learn me and where do I work, what's my occupation, what I do, or whatever like that. So anyways, my son got over there, and of course, he had a behavior problem again, and they was like, oh, no, ma'am. Can't do it. We're not finna do this with him. And I came in there to the lady, and I was like, what I'm gonna do? My son gotta be in school. I gotta work. And there's no way that I could keep him home. So it had got to the point that they would call me every day. I would drop my kids off. You see right now, it's 8 o'clock. 8:14. My kids be dropped off by 7:20. They will be calling me to pick him up by 10 o'clock. And I'm like, I ain't got to work. I ain't did nothing. I haven't done anything. I got home at 8. I sat down, regrouped my mind, trying to figure out what I got to do, go through all my stuff. And I may doze off, may eat, whatever. And then my phone ringing, and I got to pick him up. I did that for like 2 weeks straight. And I'm like, I can't take it no more. So I'm like, you know, every day, like, just expressing to her, like, I can't do this. I cannot. Like, I'm trying. This is stressing me out. Like, every day, I keep calling me. I keep coming because I don't want, I'm a true believer that sometimes kids can push adults. Now, let me word this correctly, because I don't believe in child abuse. And that's why I believe that when kids are pushing and pushing and pushing and doing and doing and doing, I believe that as a parent, we're not supposed to force and leave our kids on other people, because, you know, you can force somebody to do something to your kid. Everybody is not knowledgeable. Everybody is not thoughtful. I can't get the word out, but everybody don't think like you think. You know what I'm saying? Everybody don't have patience for kids like you have kids. And everybody not gonna have patience for your child like you have patience for your child. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like if you telling me that my son is basically aggravating you, and they don't say aggravating, but if you saying he's being so bad and you gotta call me, then I need to come get him. I need to stop what I'm doing and I need to come get him. Because I don't want my son to do something that irk you and you push him the wrong way. You know what I'm saying? Or you talking to him too rough, or, you know what I'm saying? I don't want to put y'all in that situation, and I don't never want to put anybody in a situation like that when it comes to my kids. You know what I'm saying? And I'm the believer that if a kid is doing something to me and I feel like it's bothering me to the point that, like, I'm irritated too much, I would walk away and say, you know what, they gotta go home, or you know, anything. Just that's my normal life, like, cause I'm not gonna abuse nobody's kid, and I don't wanna feel like a kid either trying me either. You know what I'm saying? I gotta. So I feel like anytime the school called me, I would go get my baby. But at the end of the day, I was just like, I can't do this. So the lady start, this is my song. Build it up, wash away, wake you up, away. Tell me who's getting all my love, who's getting all my. Who's getting all my trust? Okay. Not my situation, but I really love that song. So anyways, where was I at? So anyways, the lady started like telling me, you know, basically she trying to help me. She like, listen, we need to try to get him some, you know, behavioral analyst, like something to try to help him. You know, maybe they could come to the school and see him. Like, she just started trying to help me. She like, you know, hey, he's acting up a little bit, but don't come pick him up. Like, let's just wait. Like, she'll just try to help me. And I could see, like, you know, the lady really have a heart. Like, she just stern. She really have a heart. She trying to help me. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, try to get a lady slack too. Because every time I had to come pick him up, y'all, I'd be so frustrated. I'd be like, I cannot keep doing this. And I just get mad and walk out. Oh! So anyways, stay with me, y'all. So she, you know, start trying to help me or whatever. So fast forward, just recently, this past week, I have a medical condition. I'll do a story time for another time. But I have medical conditions and stuff or whatever that basically, I had ended up dropping my kids off normal day, just like today, feeling fine, whatever, everything good. I knew I wasn't feeling fine prior to that day, but you know what I'm saying, I have kids, I gotta work, I got things to do, so I be trying to push through, which is not good either, but that's just what I do. I'm working on it. I'm trying to get better, but I just push through. So anyways, I ended up coming home and I was sitting in the car like this, and when I was sitting in the car like this, my doctor had called me. So I'm like, Gray, it's 7:45. Why is you calling me? I'm thinking the doctor Gray, you don't misdial me, but dial me. Why you calling me so early? I had just did labs the day before. So she called me and she was like, hey, your labs came back. They left a message on my phone and they was like, it was critical. You need to get to the hospital ASAP. And I was like, ASAP? Baby, I just got in my driveway. I'm sleepy. I'm gonna go lay down. I ain't going to the hospital. She said, you need to go to the hospital and you need to go to the hospital. So I went in the house and I, you know, went through my little sad thing. Like, damn, I got to go to the hospital. So I ended up going to the hospital. And when I ended up going to the hospital, I ended up being admitted. I already knew that what was going to go down. That's why I had been dreading to go to the hospital anyways. So I went to the hospital, I got admitted, and I ended up having to stay into the hospital. Another story for another time. Let me speed it up. But I ended up staying to the hospital. So upon the time of me staying to the hospital, you know, I have to set up my support system or whatever so that basically everything is, you know, still T, because I'm the one who take my kids to school. I'm the one who pick my kids up for school. I'm the one who get them dressed. I'm the one who take their clothes out. I'm the one who make sure their homework done. I'm the one who do that stuff. You know what I'm saying? Their dad is actively right there. You know what I'm saying? But that's just what I do. So, I had to pass the responsibility to him because I'm not there. So when one parent is not there, the other parent have to step up. So he was doing it. So, you know, it was different for the school to see him picking up or dropping off the kids. So even today, the lady was saying like, that was different. You know, it seemed weird, but she didn't question it. So anyways, he had to do that. He was dropping them off. So upon dropping them off or whatever, it was like a smaller discrepancy that we had or whatnot. Anyways, let me move forward. That's not neither here nor there. But it was a small little discrepancy. So I had ended up calling the school. And I was like, hey, this is me. And I'm just trying to figure out what's going on. I'm in the hospital right now. But I'm just trying to figure out what's going on. And she was like, hospital? I just seen you. But it had been 2 days since the time when I'm talking to her. But she was like, I just seen you. And I was like, I know. And she was like, are you okay? What's going on? You good? And I was like, I'm all right. I'm going to be all right. And she was like, don't worry about it. We got it handled over here. We'll fix it. You know what I'm saying? Don't worry about it. Just, get better. So, boom. I get out the hospital Thursday last week. Today, Monday. I get out the hospital. I end up seeing her Friday morning. So she was like, you okay? What's up? Asking me questions. Woo-doo. I told her I'm good. I'm trying, And my routine is always the same every morning. Every day I come in there, I will have my phone like this. If my phone not in my hand and I'm trying to do something with the kids, like get them, like hold them, whatever, I would have the phone right here and it'll be on speaker and I'll be listening to my message from the prayer line. So anyways, when I came in there today, she was like, good morning. I'm like, good morning. She was like, how you doing? And I was like, I'm okay. I'm trying to get through it. I'm back on medication, which I wasn't on medication for a whole year. And I'm every day is just a day, And she was like, what's wrong? If you don't mind me asking. So I just told her, like what's my conditions and what I have going on. And she was like, what? She said, you too young for that. And I was like, yeah, and I'm trying to lose weight and I'm trying to do this, I'm trying to do that. And she was like, let me help you. And she was like, I want to help you. She was like, I help people all the time, but I'm going to do this for you pro bono. I want to help you. She said, I hear you all the time coming in here and you listening to, the word. And she said, this journey is going to be something that's mentally, spiritually, and physically. And she said, I really want to help you. She said, you can do it and you can make a change. She said, but you have to be consistent. It's how bad do you want it? And I said, I want it really bad because I want to be here for my kids. And she said, let me help you. Let me get your phone number. Put it in my phone. I put it in her phone. She said, let me call you right now. Save my information. She said, we need to meet up. We're going to meet up. And this is what I'm going to do for you. And this is what I need you to do. And you don't have to pay me $1. And I was like, okay. Now, mind you, this is the lady that I felt like was out for me in the beginning. Like, every time she just so mean. It's always something. And it's so amazing how God works. How God will shift your situation and change your situation. And at the time, you don't understand what's going on. You don't know what's going on. You don't know why. You feel like everything is against you. You feel like everything is going wrong. You feel like everything is bad. Just for all of it to the pieces to slowly connect. It's like a small jigsaw puzzle. One of them small little puzzles that got 1,000 pieces. And it's like a bunch of pieces all over the place. And you like, oh my God, like, that's how I get. I don't know about y'all. But baby, that's how your girl get. Baby, about my anxiety. Somebody's watching me. Too many pieces. How this gonna come together? But once it come together, it be a big, beautiful picture. And that's how God worked with your life. So he moved me from this situation or put me in a situation where later on he knew that the help that I was going to need or somebody that was going to extend a hand to help me was right over there. But I had to go over there and learn how to deal, cope, change, render, like, be different. I got chills. To be different. And I would send people to help you, my child. And I tell y'all, like, when that lady said that to me, I was fighting back my tears like, you want to help me? Meanie Pooh, you want to help me? And I'm just like, I don't need to be crying now because I wasn't crying then. So tighten up, sis. But it just, like, shows me, like, I was emotional. I'm getting emotional because, like, God is so good. God is so good. Like, you just never know where you at in life, what you're doing, why he put you so well, why he connect you with these pieces. Because, like, he love and favor you. Like, God will provide. God will make a way. God will heal. God will restore. God will change if you let him. And I've been on this journey to change, you know what I'm saying? Like, change. Because I'm a little rough around the edges. And when I say change, I mean some personal things I need to change. Like, I'm a little mean, you know what I'm saying? I'm a little snappy. I go 0 to 100 real quick. I'm trying to work on those things and take accountability for those things. I've been in and out of jail, so I be trying to, be different so that, you know what I'm saying, I'm not in jail for my kids, you know what I'm saying? I'm trying to be here for my kids. I don't want to be in jail. I don't want to go through that, you know what I'm saying? Like, I just be trying to change, you know what I'm saying? And upon changing, sometimes it hurt, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes things hurt, change hurt. Like, when you got to do stuff that you're not comfortable with doing, you know what I'm saying? Like, I got to breathe before I say something. I be like, ooh, okay. That right there is change for me. Because me, I be, you know what I'm saying, at the drive-thru line, whatever, like, like, just going crazy. So I say that to say in this message that whatever y'all going through, whatever it is, if you lost your job, if you lost your car got repossessed, if you lost that house, you're getting evicted, if you got to move back in with your mom, your sister, your brother, your cousin, if you at the shelter right now, you had to go to the shelter, if something in your life has changed and you feel like everything is falling apart, I want you to just cling on to God. I'm not the person that's like, oh, the Christian holy all die arts. No, I'm not. But when I tell you God is amazing, cling on to God. Cling on to God and let him comfort you. Let him heal you. Let him restore you. Let him use you. And think of every situation like that little puzzle, like I said. That little puzzle is kind of how life is. 1,000 pieces, 1,000 ways, 1,000 things to do, 1,000 days, however, whatever it is, it's your life. Small little pieces, a bunch of pieces. Some of them come 2,500, 5,000, baby. You hear me? That's too much. But think of your life like that. And you know that you got to find every piece to build this big, beautiful picture. But don't do it by yourself. You know how when normally they use those puzzles in like group homes and stuff, and it's better when you have a companion? Let God be that for you. Let God help you build your puzzle. Because When I tell you it's a beautiful thing when your eyes be open, it's a beautiful thing when God just do stuff and he be using you. It's a beautiful thing. It's beautiful. God know right now I'm fighting for my health. I'm fighting for my health. And for him to have somebody who I never thought would ever even be in my corner tell me, let me help you. Let me do some work. Let me put some work in for you. You don't got to pay me nothing. You owe me nothing. Bless me. You owe me nothing. Let me put some things together for you. Will you allow me to help you? That's huge. So I say this to say, y'all, be blessed. Everything you go through in life is either a test, a lesson, or a blessing. And whether it's either or, the good always works with the bad for your good. The good and the bad work together for your good. So hold on, keep faith. Know that we getting through this. We breaking down generational curses. We fighting battles. We healing. We changing. We're growing. We're evolving. And that's what we gonna do on this channel. And y'all gonna do it with me. So, y'all have a good, amazing day, good day. And I hope something I said can inspire you, and, you know, help you in your situation with your life or whatnot. And until next time, lovelies. Mwah.